Boom bada boom bada boom bada boom ba boom bada boom bada boom bada boom ba boom bada boom bada boom boom ba boom bada boom ba 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 bada bada boo bada boo ba boo bada boo 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 da ba do da ba da ba da ba da ba 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 ba. Okay. I really got to figure out why this keeps doing this. Oh man. Yeah, no, you're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be something completely different. I'll worry about this in a different day because I'll worry about this after the stream. I can't. Why? Why did you do this? It might be a simple fix. It might not be a simple fix. I'm not too sure. Da do 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 do da do. Do 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 do. Ba boo ba da boo ba da boo ba da boo ba. Said I would fix it later, and now I'm actually not doing that. Not to force Black Hawk down. I know we're technically we are streaming right now, and I'm kind of talking to myself while I'm doing this, but yeah, we're just getting ourselves kind of warmed up here. I actually wanted to take a look at something as well here, while kind of looking at some of my analytics and everything. Let's see. Really gotta fix this. Really do. Bada boom, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom. What is this? This was budget cuts. Cuts. I can already tell that's gonna be a fuck up over there, but that's fine. What's this called? Doom. Doom. The Dark Ages. All right, cool. All right, I think we got that fixed. All right, all right, all right. Okay. Let me flip over here. I believe we are going good, or we should be going good to all the channels that we have. Well, we might have a little bit of a conundrum over here at Rumble. So let me just take a look at this real quick. Might as well, since we're kind of in middle ground over here. Seriously? Why are you not working? Do I have to go to my actual channel for this? Let's see. Oh, okay, cool. So it is working. All right, fantastic. All right, cool. All right, we are good now. Okay, so Welcome everyone to Command Wolf Gaming. I'm CWG, and welcome to another live stream. We're going to be doing some more Cash Cleaner Simulator. Honestly, we're kind of approaching the end of the game. That is why I'm kind of doing this tonight, because I think next week we will be starting to do Schedule 1. I know we also got to do Blueprints. I don't know what we are at schedule-wise with Gaming with the Boys. So Tuesday I will be doing, I guess tomorrow I'll be doing something else. I am trying to get a hold of my buddy Rambo to see if he wants to game tomorrow, because I think Sin will not be able to game because of his new job. Okay, so before we dive into this game, I do want to kind of bring up, they actually came up with a new roadmap for this game. For those who are watching on YouTube, I've seen all your comments in regards to how to sort out marked bills and everything. And guys, even if I don't make a comment or like thumbs up it, heart it, whatever, right? I still read the comments. But as you can see, they actually did they gave us a roadmap pretty dang recently. This was on May 29th, so this was last Thursday. And as you can see, the update one, they're going to be marked money sorting machine, which everybody has been complaining about, and luckily they're going to be doing that. I don't care about. I don't know who's been talking about ambient speakers. I don't even use an ambient speaker, so that's kind of like a moot thing for me. Yen currency sorting machine. Honestly, I don't see the reason for that, but I guess if you're trying to sort out all the mark bills and everything, I guess that kind of makes sense. You want to kind of do the smaller denominators and everything. That's what I kind of do with my marked stuff, and my marked and counterfeit stuff. I just put them into their denominators, and I take whatever I need. Because generally when they ask for like, oh, we want counterfeit / marked bills, I just grab whatever is there. Controller support, don't care. Componium collectible frame for marked money. We already have something. We have a we have a poster on the wall that we can deal with. DLC new cosmetic sets, don't care about that. Update 2, large washing machine that can also clean bags. Clean and inked and marked money with chemicals, love that. Coins mechanics. If they're adding more coin mechanics, yes. Sorting machine, fantastic. Unbounding packs without a knife. New style type storage. I feel like a lot. The one thing I hate about games, especially indie games, right? And it's not for the indie developers themselves, right? What I hate about indie games is that they come out with all this extra stuff that should have been in the base game when you first originally buy the game. So, well, can't do much about that, honestly. So, when we play, we play. So, and if we beat it earlier, we beat it earlier, Unless there's something stupendous that's going to come out for it. I think when we finish this game, we're just going to finish the game right now, and we're not going to do anything more with it. So let me get this game booted up. I did hit start, right? Yeah, I did start. Taking a second. There we go. Okay. Okay, this is the one where we go to. Whoa, hello. Okay, so where are we? I haven't really touched the game recently. I think what I did last time with off recordings and stuff, I moved a bunch of my piggy banks in here. Still kind of feeling a little laggy. Where did I put them in here? Put them somewhere, right? Huh. Wait, I did. Okay, I did put them in here. Okay, they're right there. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so Now, I actually kind of want to do a little bit of a hunt here because apparently there are more of these art bills about, and I know they're in a couple of the hide spaces here. So let me grab this. Oh, can I grab? Thank you. I think the first one is over here. Okay, I thought I was seeing something. It's just how those markers are. Okay, cool. So we'll take this, drop that there. Going up here. Do. Really? Is it because that's on? Come on. I thought there would. There's got to be one up here, right? Can I put it on this side? I'll try to put it on this side. Okay. Yep. Hey. Aha! There it is. Okay, so... Hee hee! Alright, cool. So there was that one. Grab this. Now I gotta go... I think there was another one over here. Which is by the basketball? I really wish this was like a bit faster. Ah, no. God dang it. On the rim? Was it on the rim or was it just somewhere higher? Ah, yes. Okay, cool. Let me drop down here again. So this can go in here. Like so. And like so. Now, I heard there was another one in there. I guess there's a reason why they give you a ladder at the very beginning, right? So... I hate how slow I am. I wonder if there's anything on top of the safe. Okay, no. Okay, I don't see anything on top of the safe. I honestly don't even know why I have this stupid thing. I needed it for the one project, and it's basically useless to me now. Okay. Let's see. Oh, hello? Ooh. Nice. Okay, cool. Can I turn this on? Let's see. Kind of want to know if there's anything in here. You know what? Let's do night, and then I will kill the power in here. Let's go over here. Nighttime shifting. so now it's nighttime. Okay. Nothing over here. Don't know why they have this so deep in here, honestly. What? That's confusing. Let's see. Ooh. Hoaxy? The heck? So I'm literally peeing and pooping in a bucket, aren't I? Okay. Alright, let me grab my ladder again. Alright. Alright, I'm not seeing anything else. Well, I made a miss. Anything else I'm missing? Okay. Very confused. Throw this here. Alright. I love working at night. I live working at... Okay, so... what was it doing? Okay, so we got... Loadout, 115 in a backpack, and any dollar bills container is functional. So I need a backpack. Backpack. Nope. That doesn't help me here. Oh yeah, I was sorting through that. Oh, I do have a backpack. Is this a good one, or is this something... Okay, it is an empty backpack. I'll throw this back up. Alright. So we need 115. So... I'm dumb again. Hold on. I haven't done this in a while, so I gotta... I gotta remember all the denominators. So that's... Okay, so that is 10. Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 150. I think that should be it. The money is clean, and energetic. That is just a number of bills. I'm short cash. How am I short cash? Let's just see. Obviously, one of these are just going to be short amount, right? In a backpack. Nope. Okay. That's 10. That's 5. That's 10. That's 5. That's 10. That's 10. That's 10. That's 5. That's 10. You. You are short. Okay. So now these should all be able to go in here. Like so. Double check. And that is 100% accurate. Alright, very good. So we know this one is short. Okay. Where did this come from? Alright, very good. I think this one goes in here. Okay, let's... Ooh. I don't think these actually exist in here. I think that's just glitched. So let's just take these. Turn this to that. Okay. And start. Okay, now the evening, you filthy. How's your underbelly of the crime tonight? Well, I think we're going to be trying to wrap it up tonight. At least this portion of the game. You kind of missed out. So they are doing an update to separate marked and unmarked bills, right? So honestly, I feel like it's a little too late for that, you know? I think everybody's beyond, you know, dealing with marked and unmarked bills. Everybody's kind of moving from there. So I need, what do I need? Black Lotus. Okay. And I think this is it. Yeah, okay. So let me actually get a... Can this not be thrown on a pallet? That's in a briefcase. Okay, so this, go there, and there. That should satisfy that one. Yeah, I was actually kind of waiting for you to show up, Jerry, because I'm going to be doing the momentous occasion by dealing with this. And unfortunately, I got to move all this out of the way, or else it's going to go exploding everywhere, and it's going to be like a huge mess. And I don't want to be dealing with that. Yeah, I did find proof. Thank you. I know there's like a whole huge backstory with this game too. It's just I haven't really been paying too much to it, honestly. So, all right. So we gotta find the mortar, missing documents. So this is the other one that I have set up over here, right? Yes, I do. So I can throw this on here. That would deal with that. Let me get this stuff out of the way. Pack these items for sale on a pallet. I did. Oh, times 200. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. Well, luckily I have this. Oop. Yeah, I was showing off basically their roadmap to getting everything like sorted out, answering questions and stuff like that. And like I felt like 100% of it was just like, dude, it's like way too late to be like putting all this stuff out. And I made a short comment about indie games with like doing
doing that last minute thing after you like purchased it. And I feel like that happens a lot with some games, right? So you're into bullion now. Yeah, I have to get 200 bars. So one, I gotta count how many is in it grassed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 15. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 15. So this will be 30, 45, 60, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 90. Oh my god. I don't know how I miscounted that. 90. This is 105. 120. That's 120, right? 120, 135. Wait, 105 plus 15. That's 120 plus another 15. Yeah, it's 135. 136. 137. 138. 139. 140. 141. 142. 143. 144. So this is 145. Okay, this is 145 altogether. I am gonna just sending out on this play right here. So because I want the plastic crates. So this is 145. Oh my god. So 145 plus 15. That is 160. Or shoot. Well, that's not good. Damn it. Might as well just throw it all in there. Yeah, anyway, I was showing the dev map, their roadmap on what they're going to be doing. And it's just like, I feel like it's like a lot of, like a little too late on that, you know? So, you could have had a lot of that already kind of like figured out and sorted out and such, you know? Before you even launch the game. Especially since it was kind of, they had a demo already out on it. So they had like a bunch of stuff that it was already failed. 200 minus 147, so I need 53 more bullion bars. So this is, can I just throw it? No, I need a, oh shit. Fuck it, I'll just, wait, do I have a, I don't, oh yeah, okay, no, could use this one. Okay. 15. How many we need? 30. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that should solve that. And like I was just trying to say, it's just like, it's always like a little too late, you know? Because if you have a game like this where a lot of people are just like playing through it, and they're getting it done within hours when it first launches, you know? So it's just like, you're way too late on that rodeo, you know, to get all these fixes out there, you know? You should have just had it on early access, very cheap early access, and just fixed it on early access. Then push out like a full completed game by the end, you know? But no, they want to do it this way. But hey, you know, I'm not going to argue with them about that. If they want to do that, they want to do that, you know. Alright, so let me move this stuff over here. I love having the black lights because you're seeing all this stuff like light up around you. But again, it's just like a little too late. Like see, you know, it's kind of funny because one of my things that I'm kind of like butthurt about this game is there's no way of actually selling things back, right? For instance, I bought a ladder, right? I bought a ladder in the beginning of the game. There is no way of me getting rid of that ladder. Now, it did become useful because there was a whatchamacallit, one of these things, one of these fun bills over here, the art compodium. There was a bill up there. There was a bill up there, and honestly, there was a bill over there as well. So it helped me get those bills, but honestly, I'm not going to be using it for anything else unless there was like another bill or something. All right, so we already have the cash and everything for this, so I'm just going to allow this. That's why I didn't move it. That's why I didn't do anything here. So this is... Oh, we got another one here. Okay, cool. That's actually cool. The anime. Oh, nope. Alright, and I'm assuming the other ones are just in regular cash drops. That's the reason why I wanted to move stuff out of the way, because I knew something was going to blow up or whatnot. Is there anything here? No, this is quite literally a play area, ain't it? I'm just moving stuff around just to make sure there's nothing... Oh, there's a skull on here. Oh, it looks like there's multiple designs on here, though. Yeah, there's multiple designs. Alright, so that is the base plate for the mortar, which So we're going to do two endings on this, right? I was thinking about this, and it seems like there is multiple endings for this game, right? And I think what we're going to do two endings, right? Because all I have to do is basically back out of the game, and I'll just save it, right? And that's the way I'm going to do it. Okay. Here. But, yeah. So, the one ending is basically launching the pig, right? Which will get basically all of our money from that, right? We get one ending. Then we get the other ending, which is basically blowing up. Yep, exactly. It is stressful counting money. Stress to the max. Okay, put you back there. Better gold. Put her in there. Right. Alright, so what do I gotta do? How much money do I need? We're halfway there. So we can actually take like a bunch of this and throw it in there. I'm almost tempted to. I could throw the yen in there. Like, these are all the counterfeit yen and counterfeit bills that I can't sort technically correctly. We could do that. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's take this, right? We're going to throw all the yen, not the yen, this stuff right here, the European bucks. I'm gonna throw it in here. I'm gonna sort out all the counterfeits, and we're just gonna keep all the other ones. So again, because we're kind of done with this game anyway. So we'll just do that. I know for a fact I haven't gotten any counterfeit stuff. I mean, like, for the euros. So, not gonna worry about it. Just gonna take it, go like this, put it in here. Very good. Throw you in here. There you go. Now the yen sorting device, I actually got to do this. I got to just move it over here. So, just going to move you that way. Because we got to lose. God damn, it's dark in here. Way too dark in here. Oh, wait. Before I forget, I'll show you, Dejure, because you might appreciate this. Let me grab this. I know, that's what I need, but they're segregating me, you know? They don't want me to do stuff without them. So if we take it the black light and we go back here, all the way back here, right? Look at this mural. The criminal is paying off the police. All right. Let's get out of the dark and spooky area here. Put that back there. And I had a spare dolly in here. That's why I came in here before. So we put the neon light. I don't know why you would... Yeah, okay. I was going to say what... Alright, so we're going to take this, we're going to bring this over to the yen. We're going to throw the yen... Really now? We're going to throw the yen through the extra large sorter because that's the only one that really actually is going to be able to do it. Right? And we'll take all the counterfeits from that and we'll put that into the machine, the pig as well. To get rid of the counterfeits. That's all we're going to do. So... Some of you might say, oh, well, that's a waste of money. Well, I totally agree. It's a waste of money, but at the same time, I really don't give a shit either. There we go. Throw that back in there. Okay, let's go here. Again, really don't care if it's marked or unmarked. I'm just looking for all the counterfeits in here. So we're going to do that. Uh-oh, like that. Leggy spike. That. Yeah, but officially today, this is gonna be a done game. You know, I'm not gonna worry about it. It's just we're gonna do it, get it done. Is there? Now, that I would love to play. Which we can't, unfortunately. Because YouTube is grumpy pants. Okay. Okay, let me bring this back over here. You know, that might happen. Honestly, with everything that's been going on, right, and how things are kind of sorted out and dealt with on, you know, on every single like platform, I feel like Rumble and Odyssey specifically, they're kind of like the very, very like loose format stuff, which we know already, you know, because obviously YouTube, they have like a stick up their butt, and Twitch has their own kind of stick that's going on as well. And it's just like we got to deal with it as it comes up. So, but okay, yeah, we're still a lot short. So it's a matter of just I honestly don't care. Let's just throw this back on here. Perfect. Go. Yeah, but the situation with that, I could technically. There are plenty of other streaming services. There is plenty of other streaming services, honestly. In fact, I can actually show you on. I'll pull. So this is Restream, right? So this is what I use to actually stream out to Twitch, Rumble, Odyssey, and all that other stuff, right? So if we go, I don't think. Can I cycle down? No, I cannot. Wait, can I go like this? There we go. If we cycle down, right, in this mode, you can see this is all the channels that I currently have active. The Rumble, YouTube, Twitch, and also Twitter. But if we go to add channel here, look at how many other like areas that we could go to, right? We can go to Kick. Honestly, Kick wasn't that great. It really was kind of buggy. So that's the reason why I don't do Kick. Never planned on doing Instagram or what's it called, TikTok. But you got the custom stuff here. You got Substack, Amazon Live, D Live. I never heard of D Live. You got Mixcloud. I think Mixcloud is like an audio thing though. Vogue Live, Naver TV, Soup, Daily Motion, Nemo TV, Picarto.tv, FC2.live, Breakers TV, Billy B, Nono Live, Kakao TV, Huya.com, Doyo.com. I'm assuming these are Korean, right? So one of these are Korean, and obviously I think this one's Korean. This looks Korean, and this one looks kind of like what's it called? This is probably Chinese. Then you got Zenghai.tv and Major League Gaming. So there are other avenues that you can technically stream to. I never heard of them. So it's just like I'm very hesitant about just checking them out because I don't know what that. D Live has been around for a while. They kind of jerked their clients around in the beginning and shot themselves in the foot. Not sure how popular they are now. Yeah, so but that's the thing, right? For those of us that don't or oh god, what's this? Oh. This is for the thing. thing. Yeah. For those of us who are like streaming and obviously doing content creation stuff like that. So here's the lowdown, right? For us who are doing that, where is the okay? It's over here. Um, for us who are doing that stuff, right? There are other avenues. It just happens to be that, bada boom. It just happens to be that YouTube, and Twitch are the most popular, right? Obviously, because they're owned by two of the major corporations out there, which is Google and Amazon, right? Now this is kind of going down the thing because technically Twitch became popular before Google, before Amazon, but that's besides the point. So let's see, what other jobs do we have? I'm just going to kind of continue blasting through these jobs to get more stuff going. Right. That's that. Okay. All right, cool. Little Johnny. Set for delivery. So 210. I lost my train of thought. So, like I was saying, it's not a huge coincidence that all these other streaming services, video platforms, and stuff like that just went by the wayside, right? Because obviously, if you kind of break it down, if you really look at it and break it down, you got to look at it and be like, okay, well, who's controlling the market share, right? Who's the one who's saying, okay, so this is the stuff you can watch, which this is stuff that's good that you can watch, and this is stuff you can't watch, right? And that is basically the major corporations like Google and Amazon at this point, because obviously they control the two of the biggest foundations out there, right? Like I wouldn't think otherwise, if that wasn't the case, you know, because even this like past election with and everything that was going on, the thing that was holding up Rumble, which they actually took a lawsuit on, was Google, right? They made it incredibly hard to find election stuff when you Googled it, right? Because they didn't want people to find out, oh, there's another platform that I can go to watch videos and stuff, watch live streams, right? This is not a conspiracy. This happened, right? In fact, Rumble took a lawsuit out against Google for suppressing their the search for their platform, right? Again, I'm not joking about you. This freaking happened. So we got to take a look at that. We get in the long run. We got to look at it and be like, oh, well, these two major powers, YouTube and Twitch, respectively, they are the controlling share in these markets. So a lot of these smaller markets or a lot of these smaller companies are getting short-sticked on this. Now, there are a couple of different companies, like I showed you, right? They probably had, like, the incident that you were saying, right? They shot their own customer base in the foot, right? Which I highly did, I don't doubt, right? But I remember Daily Motion. Like, that was another video platform. It had, like, a bunch of other stuff on there. I think it was, like, I saw a lot, if I remember correctly, I saw a lot of, whatchamacallit, like, Spanish stuff on there. I remember that. Or, no, Vimeo? Something like that. Vimeo or something, right? There was a lot of Spanish stuff on there. I remember that for a fact. Apple just took it in the shorts from Riot Games in a lawsuit. Just took it in oh, really? Did they get spanked again? Did Apple get spanked again for doing something stupid? I'm sure they got spanked again for doing something stupid. I wouldn't doubt that. I feel like all these major companies, And it's like the same old story with everything else, right? So for those that don't know, there is a lot of different like vehicles and stuff out there, right? Obviously, ton of different vehicles, but in the course of making vehicles, a lot of the stuff gets suppressed because people take it to these huge automotive companies like Dodge or Ford or whatever, right? Mitsubishi or Mazda, or whatever, and these companies buy these schematics out because it hurts their bottom line. You know, this is it's not a new thing. This is a thing about having these big corporations in control of of the media outlets. You know, they did. It can't take a 30% off the developers' sales anymore by strong arming them. Yep, yep, exactly so. So, and remember, Apple and even Tesla, they got their asses spanked quite a few times in regards to even the was it in Europe, right? So this again, control the market and all this other stuff, right? So for those that don't know, right, the reason why they got rid of the charging port, the Lightning port, for Apple products, is because in the European Union they said we can't have all these different types of charging ports. It is absolutely ridiculous, right? In fact, there is a famous photo of a representative holding up all these different charging ports, all these different charging cables, right? And it was enough and enough. So they basically said, they said to all these major companies, they said, you gotta standardize this to this standard, and that's it, right? And a lot of people fought back. A lot of these companies, they fought back because it's the whole thing of, you know, oh no, we can't do that because of this, that, and the other reason. You know, it's proprietary, whatever bullshit they come up with, right? And the truth is, it's not proprietary. It's utter nonsense, right? It's the proprietary is used out of context with a lot of different companies because everybody thinks, oh, proprietary. No, proprietary information means that it's basically saying that if you own something and releasing that information on how it's manufactured to the public will harm your sales or harm your copyright, right? That's a huge negative. You're not allowed to release proprietary information. Like for instance, in the drug industry, right? A lot of manufacturing companies, they have proprietary information, and the proprietary information is basically like how like all the different chemicals that go into the drug, right? Like is it this? Is it that? Is it like so, and that knowing that information, right, in a general public format will actually hurt A, the general public, and B, the company itself, you know, so to produce sales of said product. Now, for in Apple's case with the whole thing with the Lightning port, they were trying to say, oh, it's proprietary and stuff like that. We can't do it. And they basically kept on getting slapped in the face by the European Union. In fact, they got hit in the face a couple times with a couple different nations. Canada, they got slapped in the face with a lawsuit with Canada because they were pushing, they were basically forcing older phones to like basically. Yeah, no. Yeah, I know. It wasn't prepared because it wasn't ready yet. Um, Jesus. For so, what happened was, I don't think any of these are counterfeit. Is that with Apple, right? Yeah, I detest the EU, but they do something good every once in a while. And great. Yeah, I know, right? So, with Apple, in regards to this update that was basically crashing people's phones, they basically had to withdraw that update and basically go back and be and apologize to everyone, and for everyone who had a crashed like their phone that was crapped out, right, because of the update, because now you can't revert it, right, because you don't have a way to revert it, because in IT standpoint, whenever you do an update, you should have a backup of the local system, right? So just in case something goes wrong, right? They and the issue was they didn't have a backup for that, right? So now they had to go back and basically give every like a whole bunch of people like brand new phones because they decided to fuck around and find out. So, which was very fun. But going back to the whole thing with the lightning ports, it was just like the European Union. It was like enough is enough. No, you can't do it like this. You got to do it this way. You know, it's not proprietary. It's not hurting your bottom line. It's not doing anything. It's just standardizing everything. And that's the same thing that actually happened with Tesla too, because they had a quote unquote proprietary charging port, right? And the EU said, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. You got to have it more universally adaptable. So you got to come up with a system. You got to come out with adapters. You got to send out adapters and stuff like that. It kind of falls into the thing of okay, that's a 20. This kind of falls into like you can't corner the market, right? So you can't like corner the market on a specific thing. You got to have it freely open to be used by not just people you're selling it to, but other people as well. That's why they like now with every single all the different cars out there, they come with adapters that are both Tesla and standard, and whatever the standard is. So, and I think somebody burned something in the house because it's smelly. So that's what kind of that. So that's kind of what happened with that as well, you know. So it doesn't hurt the bottom line, right? It's just making it more readily available. In fact, that's the whole reason why I support the right to repair. So for those that don't know, this is an international thing where it's basically saying we have a right to repair our own shit, right? So when something goes wrong, right, something breaks on your cell phone or whatnot, you should be able to go and fix it yourself. You shouldn't have to go to a dealership or anything and be like, my cell phone's broken, I need this fixed, and then you have to pay an exorbitant price to fix it, right? It should be easy to open up, it should be easy to repair, and it should be easy to move, right? That's the whole thing behind a right to repair. And that's the kind of the same thing about keeping everything universal, right? That's why we use that's why we have all the same USB port, right? Both Apple and which one has this one? Both Apple and Windows products have the same style USB port because it's standardized. I can take the same thing, bring it to an Apple computer, a USB drive or whatnot, and use it the same exact way, right? You don't have to change anything, modify it. The term right to repair shouldn't exist. If you're not permitted to fix something you bought, you don't really own it. Exactly. Which is actually kind of funny with this game. Okay. Which is kind of funny because we keep letting our rights go as a people, right? We keep looking at things and like, I want to buy this. For instance, I'm going to bring up the new Nintendo Switch, right? They quite literally won't allow you to own the games, even here on Steam, right? If they pull the game off Steam, right? They pull the key, I lose the game, you know? Um, I have no access to it or anything like that. In fact, Ubisoft was trying to pull something like that with their older games, right? They said, "Oh no, we're taking support down for that and everything. You can't play that game anymore." So if they're selling just strictly online games, right? They can pull at any time from out from underneath you, and I get it. I get it because it's from a money standpoint. You can't just keep every single game running, right? You can't keep everything running, but at the same time, you gotta provide a way to for it to be accessible without your support. So basically, in regards to like online games that you buy online, right? Um, they should it should be able to download onto your local system, right? So that even if you lose internet, right, or even if they shut down the servers or whatnot, you should be capable of playing that game, which a lot of companies don't do anymore, right? Because everything they own a server, and that server is running everything for you to play that game. Is this a fake 20 or what? I don't know. I don't know why this is here. I'm very confused on that. Which is very upsetting, right? When in the long run, right? Because give me this. Because just think, for me, I have a huge library of games, right? I have two different accounts, right, with tons of different games, and I tend to buy I bought like a whole bunch of old like Star Wars games. My whole library is filled with Star Wars game now, like the whole Star Wars collection from like way back in the day, like the original Star Wars, Battlefront 2. Sorry, I thought I lost something here. And Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy, all those games, right? If they decide to support down for that, I lose those games, regardless of how much money I paid for it, I lose those games. So, let's see here. That's why a lot of people say like physical media is like the best, right? Because then you own it, right? So like you own a game or you own a DVD or something like that. It's because they can't take that away from you, right? Once you purchased it, once you have it in hand, right? Be able to force a company to provide a service or server for a game in a but if they're going to disconnect, they should offer a physical or downloadable version. Yes, exactly. And I don't think that I'm not, and with the EU specifically, I'm not sure if they kind of force like a company to keep a server on, right? I don't know, but if a company is planning to shut down a server, right, or shut down access to a game, they should be able to allow the customer who purchased the game to still gain access to it, regardless if you're in the EU, Canada, or whatever else, right? They should still allow you, the owner of that game, who spent 60 some odd dollars plus, right, to keep hold of that game, right? There should not be any ifs, ands, or buts about that. Holy crap, there are so many bills in here. So that's the thing. If they shut down that server, right, and your game is like needs a server to run, you're screwed. You're screwed on a whole. Come on. That's why physical media is the best. We've entered an area where we're not allowed to own purchases anymore. We can only rent and have the terms canceled without consent. Exactly. So now I'm not one to like hold too much, right? Um, because I don't have enough space, right? I do think there is a path for both digital and obviously physical media, right? But we also got to take in consideration, right? It for some having digital media really allows you to get access to basically everything and everything, right? You got to think of it like that, right? Because I can basically find a movie from Canada or find a movie from China, Korea, Russia, or whatever, right? And I could watch that at any point in time, right? I don't have to special order it, do imports and all this stuff. Don't really have to do that, right? It's just I go online, look it up, be like, okay, I want to watch a Russian movie, right? And I'm able to hold it up, right? No limitations on that. So it just comes back to that. Are we capable of allowing said person who completely bought it to still claim they own it? That's where we gotta let go, you know? Because whatever's happening in Hollywood, Bollywood, or whatever would is none of our concern. If we buy something, we buy something. If we don't, we don't. If we rent it, we rent it. Just that is what we got going on. So, all right, enough of a rant. I'm done with ranting. Don't mind ranting, but throw that in there again. I like working at night. I like seeing all the like different designs and stuff. Oh god. Okay. Finally. I should order a large box when I'm out of here. Favorites? Tools, styles, large, favorite. Buy now. I think I should just take all my bills and shove it up in there, but I don't think it would be enough. Right? We need a little over 500,000, which I don't think I have. Maybe I do. I'm trying to think if I do or don't. I worked night shift for a year. The money better be goddamn good for me to do it again. Yeah. Let's go over here. Let's get our box. Then we can start loading our box up. $10, $20, $30, $40, $50, $60, $70, $80, $90, $100, $10, $20, $30, $40, $50, $60, $70, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's 80. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is 90. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is 2. And should be... I think I gotta split this. Let's just check this real quick. Yep, I just need one split stack. No, I need another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. that should be the delivery to 10. Okay, hit that. Over here. Hit that button. Very good. Keep sorting. Love getting all those bonuses that pop up and it gets right in my face. I can't see what the hell's going on. Okay, grab this. I need to fill up my machine again. Very good. Do this one. And then this one. Okay. Give me the knife instead. Actually, you know what? I do. Now that I think about it, I got these over here. Right? I can actually send these into the pig. These are all good bills. Right? Because if I need them again, I could just take them and I can just use them again. How many can I put in here? Oh, okay. Totally forgot about these things. God dang it. They really need multiplayer with this game. In fact, I think that's on the roadmap, too, for them to actually include multiplayer. How much do I owe here? Oh, yeah. Okay, so I still owe, like, a ton. I see some marked bills in there, and it's fine. It's going to go bye-bye. All right, we're getting close. We're getting close to that. Let's see. Grab this. I don't mind having a huge wad of cash, but at the same time, if this gets me closer to the end, you know, it's another step closer, you know. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're almost there. Yeah, we are almost there, my boys. Honestly, I could probably take the rest of the counterfeits. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. Let's grab this. Let's throw the counterfeits in here as well. It's just a pack of 20s. Sorry, Dejura, I kind of missed you on that one. They really don't come after you paying them. Nope, they don't care. They really don't care. The only people that actually care is the people that are requesting non-counterfeit bills, right? Or non-marked bills, right? Those are the only people that really care. Otherwise, nobody else really gives a shit. Yep, see? That's almost done. Okay. Yeah, in here, I got a whole bunch of inked. I got counterfeit. I got marked bills. I got all sorts of, like, shit money in here. Do I really care about it? Nope. I really don't. So, let's see. Okay, 964. Okay, I think that's, yep, that's it with this, right? You know what? Let's just throw it right into the bubble. Because why the hell not? It's loose anyway. Let's turn this back to regular cash. Well, regular is an arbitrary word here. Why is it always 20s? What is up with 20s? I'm also wondering if there's any where your paymaster decides to pay you a visit for paying them with funny money. I don't know. I know there's 2 endings. There might be a third. There might be multiple endings. I think it all kind of depends on like which jobs you're taking as well. And I really wasn't concerned about which jobs I was taking. I was just grabbing like a whole bunch of different jobs and just like, okay, well, I got this job now, and I go and do it, you know? So it really, like, it was less of a concern for me, you know? I don't even know why I put it in this box, because I'm putting all these loose bills now into here. Hit the wrong damn button. There we go. Okay. Let's see. We still got other jobs that we got to do. I keep sending those random bills up. Load in small box. 105. Okay, smallies. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is 9. 2, 4, 6, 8. Shit. Okay. Luckily, we do have some more bills that we can grab. They're just happen to be down here, and I gotta pick them up and gotta bring them over. Never ending cycle. Yeah, see, got a bunch of euro here sitting on the ground. Yeah, but I think really tonight it's just my main focus to get this game done and out of the way, because I actually do want to go to Blueprints, and for those who didn't watch the Schedule 1 episode yet, which is up on Rumble and Odyssey right now, I decided that I'm going to be doing Schedule 1 with live streams, just for the simple fact there is a lot more that has to get done, right? And I feel like it's easier to do if we're doing it on a live stream, because obviously there's a lot of stuff that I want to cover at the same time of not being able to cover it because I gotta end up on the cutting room floor, you know. So okay, euro. Yeah, so if anybody wonders why that got cut out, it's because we're switching that up. So I might have to do a recount here. So just take this out for now. Yeah, we'll recount that. Let's see. Hundreds. I think there's only 2 endings, right, to this game. There might be 3, because I think we deal with 3 different entities, right, altogether. The one entity is you releasing a whole bunch of money to people. Second one is blowing up a whole bunch of money. And third one is just continuing to work until the day you die. I think that's the 3 ways you can go about this. Could be wrong though. Could be entirely wrong. Okay. I kind of have a brain fart when I look at this machine. I look at it, I'm like, third, which one? There we go. Took on a lot of Euro missions today. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's still 8. This one. throw that there. Technically, I should just stand right here. How many missions? As many missions as I want. Because technically, I could probably just take all this, shove it into the pig, and kind of be done with all the missions. You know? So, that's where I'm kind of at with the missions. Because if we go on here, right? Obviously, we can do this one with at least 50 shell casings. We could do that one. That's easy. And we got that one. So, technically, we got 4 missions, right? The one I kind of want to do a little bit of an experimentation with. What we're gonna do is we're gonna exit the game. We're gonna back up the game, right? And then we're gonna complete do the final mission, right? And then we are gonna go. Are you kidding me? Gratitude. And then we're gonna reload the mission, right? And that way we can get both endings for the game. Okay. I'm just trying to do the Euro mission right now, but I gotta sort out as many of the Euro bills as possible. Actually, I might have enough. Let me double check this. Okay. So, let's do... Okay, we're going to count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 90. That's 90. Then, okay, so this is 90. Then this is 1,000. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, this is the loadout for that. Okay. Alright, that should close that out. Okay, then let's go. Not there. Here. Keep hitting the wrong button here. Move this here. Go to here. Go. We do this one. So this needs a case. I believe it needs a strap into packs and so I need a case for this one. So that's a backpack. There we go. Case. Buy now. All right. So while that's coming, we'll still kind of get these sorted. Continue sorting them for now. And again, I'm not going to keep any loose bills. Whatever bills that I sort out and whatever's left over, I'm going to immediately just take and put into the pig to just kind of get it out of here. You know? I don't want to use any of the good stuff, like packaged stuff, like there. Right? At least not yet. Unless we're like really, really push for time. You know? I honestly haven't done much with the yen, now that I think about it. Really haven't touched much in yen. Go 95, extracting packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This should be 95. Double check. Oh, I chose it. I was like, why did that not work? Still short? Pardon? Pardon me? Okay, that's 100. That's 100. Aha! Okay. There we go. How much more? All right, not that much more. Okay, so we hit that, the marker for that. Fantastic. Keep hitting the wrong damn button. Random yen in there. Actually kind of scared me a little bit. Okay, 'Just want to do this last mission. Two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Then I can get rid of this. All right. Okay, I'm gonna save and quit. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna quit to desktop. And we are gonna do. I still think it sucks that bullets don't explode when they throw them in the furnace. That's a dynamic that would have added to the game. Well, I would. It's because it's an empty shell casing, you know? So there's no percussion gas caps and there's no rounds left in there. Like if it was a full solid bullet, I would say, yeah, that would be interesting. But yeah, okay. So first thing we want to do, we want to back up game file, right? I will put this into my regular documents here. Steam, gonna label this correct. Steam file backups. So we have that. Go to here, Steam file backups. If it stops moving around, please. Okay. Open. Okay. Create a backup. I wish if it doesn't give me those, that stuff, I can't do anything with it, It's just, we got to do what we're going to do. All right. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm creating a backup file because what I want to do is I want to see what happens. I'm going to actually put it tonight. No, I will not put it tonight. I'll just leave it as is during the day. We're going to go and launch the pig. Then we're going to restore the backup file. And then from there, we'll do the mortar, right? The rocket launcher mortar thing. I want to see what that happens with that. And that should give us both endings. Which I'm hoping that it doesn't make me do like a cutscene thing because I really don't care about if it's a cutscene or not. They keep giving me empty rounds, man. These are coming from like crime scenes and stuff, when they rob banks, right? So if we open this folder now, okay, so the cache cleaning simulator Steam file backup. So all we have to do is we would have to go to Steam, then restore game backup, browse, and it should do that. Perfect. So here we go. We're going to go back into the game, reload it. We're going to get to a point where we can just do it and get both endings. It looks like I have 5 achievements. Money to burn. Set $1,000 in cash. Could have been funded on indie game, but hey, watch it burn. Own every piece of rebellious currency art. Okay. 2 hitting objectives. Certified ending enthusiast. Complete the story and reach an ending. Play it once. Overthink it. So I can do this a couple times. Just to get the backup. Okay. So 16,557. I got a lot of crypto. I'm not using it on anything. There's honestly with this game, and this is actually one of the things that kind of annoys me, right? There's not much I would want to spend my money on in regards to the crypto stuff, So this is 1. This is gonna be 1. We can get up here. Not an issue. Thank you. Where's the button? There goes the piggy! Ooh. Up and away! There it goes! And it's gone. I don't know what that does. Honestly, it's...
Mr. Fresh, this is Spectator. Today, we took the first steps toward humanity's liberation from the paperless plutocracy. Thanks to you, tens of thousands of banknotes have been saved from destruction and returned to a world where money belongs to people, not systems. The evidence you delivered has exposed the government's project, Digital Era, Global Control. Its publication echoed like thunder, heralding the storm of the people armed to the truth. You have fulfilled your mission and repaid your debt in full. You are free once again. The choice is now yours. If you wish to continue working for Black Lotus, simply remain at your post. We always value those who dare to change the world. But if you prefer to walk away, to leave the game, to disappear, no one will judge you. You have done enough. Welcome to a new world. With respect, Spectator, head of the international corporation Black Lotus.
And that's done. Alright, cool. So that's done. That's kind of stupid. So basically they trapped me in here and they really didn't give me a way out, did they? Like, I don't see any doors that got opened up. Like, that's still locked. Right? Okay. That's still locked. It's still locked. You gotta look in your sticking to the globalist. This is still blocked. Is there anything over here? No, just a bucket. Thing there. Wish I had like an actual flashlight, but okay, so that's done. All right. Let's load it up and do it again. I think the other one is will probably be a more interesting one. And I think I'm going to do, obviously I got to get the burned one, right? So we got to do Steam, restore game backup, browse, here, select folder, restore backup. Okay, yeah, no, cool. Question is, did it do it? Restore. Okay, yeah. I think it restored it, so let's see. I just wanted to do build, man. Yeah. We'll know in a second. Oh, no! It didn't save! That is bullshit! Okay, let's try this again. Quit. I don't know if... Oh, no! You whore. You didn't. You didn't restore it. Yeah, select file. Restore backup. Install folder can't be changed. So, what do you want me to do? Sure, there we go. Oh, you know what? You know what probably I had to do? I think I goofed it. I think that's what I did. I think I goofed it. I think what I had to do... Oh, no, I didn't want that. Oh, shit. Okay. These are all the files, Steam backup files. I have the file. You know what I probably had to do is copy the file and put it in a different location, right? Because then it probably would have what it was doing. It would have. Yeah, I think it's done. Yeah. Fuck. Damn. Yep. Yep, we lost our chance to use this lovely thing here. Oh, that pisses me off so much. I purposely made that backup because I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it's easy. All I have to do is back it up, and then I just got to restore the backed up file, right? So, How about this? What if I do manage uninstall? Let's uninstall it, right? Go to here, go to restore backups, browse. We're going to try it this way. Select folder. Okay. Restore. Okay, go to games, install. Let's try that. It's in here. See, documents. It's still in here. So I think I just had to back out of the game completely, uninstall it. Then I have to reinstall it to get it, hopefully. Okay. Well, that's okay. I was going to say, while that's doing that, I'll go and get myself a drink because I'm actually getting kind of thirsty. Yeah, but it's jumping now. I'm hoping that this worked. I'm hoping that this worked right. It's when I looked it up in a guide, it seemed very easy just to kind of like do it, but I'm not playing this game again for another ending. I'll just look up the other ending with the mortar, if anything else, and I'll give credit to the person who did it. I'm hoping so too. I'm hoping so too. Because now I uninstalled the game and basically restored the game from backup, which was an install, right? This is 853. I don't think it did it. I don't think it did it. Yeah, I didn't do it. Fudge! Fudge nuggets! Ah! Ah! Okay. Alright, that's fine. Well, first of all, I need to do... let's just look at the achievements. So, money to burn, $1,000 on cash on fire. 100,000. So, let's just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6. Whoop. 10 mixed in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah, that pisses me off. I know, right? Okay, got that one. Let's go to web browser. Let's see what we got here. So, cache cleaner simulator. Oh wow, they already have mods. Ending mortar. Okay, so this one says there's all endings here. So this one, we'll do this one. We can see this, right? It saves automatically. There you go. There's that ending. That's actually pretty cool. I should have done that one. I wish I could have done that one. Okay, this one is just the... Oh, you're not hearing this? Hold on. I'll fix that. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna fix it for you guys so you guys can hear this. Where is? I don't even know where this is going to. Okay, it's going to music. Why music? I have no idea. It should be going to game.
Well done. You made the right choice. Your government appreciates your service. The piggy bank is destroyed. Black Lotus is weakened. You fulfill your mission. All this time you thought you were working for the right people, that you were a soldier of justice, that you stood for order. Oops. Oh, Fresh, you're such a fool. You have no idea how easy it is to control you. Always playing by the rules. Rules that are so easy to break and remake. Come now, darling. Don't you recognize your mother's voice? Yes. Yes, it's me, Betty. Special Agent Betty Oops. Who'd have thought? I hope you're not too disappointed. I would never mean to hurt your feelings, no. I just played the game, pressed all the right buttons, and voila! You did exactly what I needed you to do. Honestly, I'm starting to admire you. You keep believing people, no matter how much they lie to you. I know why. It's because you're a good boy, aren't you? You helped Mommy get her revenge. To strike at Spectator, to make him watch as his grand plan crumbles, and his dream vanishes into thin air. Oh, what a shame. He never saw me for what I truly am. All that I could be. And you, he never cared for you either. You should be grateful. You're free now. Free from choice. You can stay. Keep playing the game you love so much. I'm sure the government can find a use for a good boy like you. We'll take good care of you. Well, they will. I've got better things to do. See you around, sweet pea.
Alright, so that was that ending, and obviously we saw the other one. So 2 hitting achievements, notes own every piece of Rebellion's currency art. Now, not going to be able to get that because I'm not going to go through. You know what? I just thought of something, because you know what we have on right now? We have the sync over Wi-Fi on, right? Because I was just thinking about that, right? So if I go here and I go, let's see, how do I do this? There's a way I can stop. Yeah. See, it keeps game saves in Steam Cloud for cache. So I'm going to turn that off. Then we're going to restore the backup. That might be the solution here. Okay, let's try it. Now, if we get to the load file and it is deeper, you know, that's good. Nope. Okay, let's uninstall. I can't believe they made it so difficult to do. I literally I backed it up so I don't so I could do both endings, damn it. Cache cleaner simulators, restore backup. All right, I'll be right back. I got to get myself something to drink. I'm kind of getting a little hot in my room. All right, I'm back. So yeah, I actually even went out to check on who burnt something. Apparently, my mom burnt something with dinner, so that's why the house smells a little bit smoky. It's burnt food. Yeah, damn. Okay, so yeah, that's 9 minutes. So we saw both endings. That's the only thing I'm going to say. We saw both endings. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to spend another 2 hours and some odd minutes doing the next thing. This is, I am posting as done. It is done. Don't get me wrong. It was fun, I guess, for the most part. But at the same time, I don't... Hooray. I don't think I'm not that excited to actually continue doing anything with this. It's cool, you know, getting certain things and whatnot, but at least you picked up the good ending to play. Yeah. So, well, I guess the other ending was a good ending as well. It's just, you know, something entirely different. I really wish there was more secret stuff that we could do. Well, who am I kidding? There are 2 secret endings. Let's go to here. Trapped, Oink, Blockbuster, Rainmaker, Where's the Holy Grail, Hidden Achievement. Leave the system on your terms. You see Rebel and we kind of like it. Oh, Out of Bounds. Slam dunk. Kingpin scored 200 hoops in NBA is shaking. Own every piece of rebellious art. Okay, no. So we can try. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try to make a new backup, right? And I'm gonna do the next thing. So let's see here. Properties. Sure, we'll do that. Where's backup game? We're gonna back up to this file, right? But then I'm gonna go into the file. I'm gonna extract that file and I'm gonna place it in a different file. That's what I'm going to do this time. So just in case I do get stuck out of bounds or something. And the NBA thing, I guess I could do it. I can probably just pull up a wad of cash and just kind of like put it, get up on the ladder and just scoopy doopy a couple times. Well, it says 200 times. That's actually quite a lot. If we don't get it, I'm not going to get it. But at least I want to try the out of bounds one. That just that pisses me off though. Like we literally created that file so we could go and get both endings, you know? Which honestly it really doesn't matter because the achievements didn't really care. So let's go here. We're gonna cut it. We're gonna get out of the Steam file backups. And I'm just going to drop it into my regular drive. So just in case if I do get stuck, I have it separated completely from my backup drive. So if we go over here, Steam file backups, right? It's not in here. This is the old one that didn't work correctly. It's out of the way, right? And we'll try to do... I want to see if I can do out of bounds. Local save. Go. Now that I think about it, I could have done that too. Because if I'm uploading the save, right, I could just basically kick it off. Like if I do this, go over here, just kill it off, right? So just in case if it does crash out, or if we have an issue, we can always just load back from the save. Okay, so now I think the best way to handle this is go down here. As you can see, I already have one on there. So I'm gonna try to do this. Move this out of the way. Don't know if we would need a wad of cash or if we could just take a general grouping of cash. We'll try both ways. Okay. So let's just take a lot of cash over here. Up. Oh, this is easy. Yep. 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 Hey! Okay, that slam dunk. Woo! All right. Now we got that one done, and that's off my itch. Oh, we gotta go over here and do this. That one I feel like it was way too easy to do. I think they really wanted you to kind of stand on the line and do it. You know, it's kind of funny. For all the missions that I had, I never used the vases. I never really used any of the statues. Or I have, like, necklaces up there. I used, like, none of that stuff. At all. So I'm assuming I can actually get up here from this side. I'm going to try to do this two-pronger. Take this, put this here. Fall over. Take this. Put that there. Grab this. Dang it. I think it broke the ladder. Fine. Oh, come on. What the? Come on! Really now? Come on! Ah! Come on! I want my freedom! Seriously? Alright, I got one more area I want to check to see if it'll work. Don't think it's going to work over here. If it didn't work over here, right, it's not going to work over there. Right? They must have like a certain distance or whatever that it can't be used. Actually, now that I think about it. No, it's like it quite literally like jammed me up in there. I was actually hitting the space bar. It wasn't allowing me to do shit. Let's go like this. Because we can get up here. Crouch. Grab the ladder. And try to Skyrim our way out of here. Fuck yeah! Woo! I'm free! I am technically out of the building. I am out of the building right now. Why did I not get the achievement? Give me the... Give me the achievement, damn it! See, this is stupid, right? Look at this. There's literally nothing out here. It's all empty. Everything, the whole thing is empty. Wait. What is this? This is interesting.
You surprise me, darling. I've always liked people who play by the rules. Predictable, convenient, easily controlled. I like them as objects, tools. But those I really respect are the ones who break the rules. I knew I had you, Fresh, but I had you all wrong. While everyone was trying to tell you which path to walk down, you made one for yourself. Now, it might be that you were just too much of a coward to choose, but I don't believe that. No. I raised you better than that, didn't I? So what now, Mr. Fresh? Will you wander through infinity, searching for new answers? Or will you come back to the game?
Interesting. Wait. So, I officially made myself out. I want to see how far this is. Because I did not get the achievement yet for it. Oh, no, I did. Okay, so the only thing I didn't get is Notes of Anarchy. Yeah, Ruba, right? Hell, I would have brought a bag full of cash if I knew it was going to escape like this. That was... Okay, so technically, now that we think about it, right? We have 3 endings, right? 1, getting out of bounds. 2, the mortar. And 3, launching the pig. Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm walking in this direction. I'm holding down the shift bar. I don't think so. I think it's just way, way far out there. Yeah, see, it's in the middle of like a endless sea. What the? Oh my god. Okay. Alright, that was cool. I like that. So, it kind of pissed me off that, it pissed me off slightly that I didn't get the other ending. Look at that. Oh, you tricky bitch. Look at that. They're marked bills. Oh. I was going to walk away with government marked bills. Oh, the dirty bitch. The dirty, dirty bitch. Whoa, hello. Alright, well, I guess this is the end of this. honestly, it was fun. It was fun. I really wish that I saved the game correctly, um, so that I didn't. What happened here? So that I could do all three endings, right? That's what actually I was hoping for, right? To do all three endings. Honestly, after doing that, there isn't. See, here I'm at the point of just saying that this game was fun for what it was, right? It's very fun. This is kind of like my review point right now. It was fun for what it was. There could have been a lot more to this game. A lot more fun if they immediately implemented a couple different things at the very get-go, because the what my money went into really at the end of the day wasn't worth that much. This game wasn't worth that much on a whole. Now I know I'm typically a negative Nancy in regards to video games and stuff, like always complaining or always bitching, but I try to look at it like I want to try to pass this on to other people so they get the negative information, but also try to get the positive information as well. Um, this game, there is a lot to be said about it, and one of the major things that is really upsetting about me about this game is that there's not much you can do with this game. And as you could have seen, is that my save file was literally 2 hours and like 50 minutes, right? It really wasn't that long. You can beat it relatively quickly if you just kind of spam out everything. So, is it worth doing every single little thing? You can avoid. Yes, you can avoid a lot of it though. One of the major things that everybody says in regards to marked bills, right? For those that don't know, marked bills are these type of bills, one with markings on them. Is just not take missions with those marked bills available, but you're losing a portion of the game if you do that, right? And unfortunately, that is with pretty much a lot of this game. You're just kind of like you're in a 120 in a medium box, dry money, no marks. Okay, cool. You're kind of in like a little bit of a conundrum, because you really do want to sit down. If this is supposed to be like a joyful, kind of relaxing style game, you shouldn't like rush through it and all this other stuff. But at the same time, it's just so easy to get yourself pulled into it, and then what ends up happening is that you end up beating it in a quick fashion. Now I do have my other game. Throw all the money in the furnace. See if they come for it. Well, I already did that. I already threw $1,000 into the furnace in actual cash. They didn't come after me. Let's see how much money do I have here. Oh no, all my bills are a mess. Boo. I see that there's room for improvement on this game. Obviously, we can continue playing it. Like right now, I am continuing to play it just for a little bit while we're doing the outro here. But there is like a stop point. There's a stop point where we take a look and we're just like, do I really want to continue this game? And that's where I'm kind of at. That's why I'm kind of, at least with this stream, I was like, I'm doing this to get it done, out of the way, and moving on with my life. Because I got other things that I want to do. Right? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be $1,000. That's 50. Okay, 50. Then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 30. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. $90. Yes, thank you, Ditcher. You actually kind of spoke out for what I'm thinking. There's diminishing returns on the game, right? because there's only so many times that you're going to be wanting to do every single job. And one of the bigger things is the marked bills. That actually slowed down production quite a bit. So for those, the marked bills are just kind of an annoying thing. And another thing that is annoying is actually having the what's it called, the inked stain, to give you more to do with the laundry money. Yeah, exactly. So they really have to kind of give you more things to do. In fact, that's actually one of the goals that they have, implementing more things to do with the coins, right? Because I have a ton of coins littered around. Like I got these 4 piggy banks right here, right? I got 4 piggy banks right here. I got their piggy banks over there. I got all these, right, which doesn't help me at all. Never use those. Have that, have all this. I have a ton of stuff just laying around that's going unused because there's nothing else for to do it, because the main aspect of this game is just laundering money. It's basically just cycling money and putting it back out there, you know? So, and I'm not even going to give a shit about this. I'm just going to take it. I'm going to run it through the machine. If there's marked bills in there, I'm just going to, I really don't care. I really don't care at this point. that's how much I care right now. So again, we're doing this as an outro and everything. So, and the repetition is not bad, but it could be so much. I can see it could be so much better in this game. Like if they really like buckled down and really just said, okay, well, this doesn't work. Let's improve this, that, and the other thing. There's yeah, exactly. There's so many other aspects to the game that they include. Fighting off invaders, you know, dealing with people laying siege, you know. Maybe it's stuff to do with more of the counterfeit stuff, you know, because honestly, the counterfeit stuff is just annoying to deal with. And that's why a lot of people get annoyed with it. They're like, oh, I just tossed it in the pig, right? Because it's just too annoying of a hassle to deal with. Right, people purposely avoid the mission, and that's you're losing a portion of the game because you don't have anything automated to automatically deal with it. It's just like, okay, well, it's part of the game, and now you got to physically go about and like sort all the cash. I don't want to spend my time physically sorting cash. You know, these type of games, you're supposed to upgrade to a point where it's a pretty like automated system, you know. You don't have to worry about sorting it or looking through it and be like, oh, is there counterfeit? Oh, is there marked bills or anything? Because nobody's gonna do it. Nobody's gonna want to do it, and that is the sad part, you know. Now I gotta say, there are aspects of the game that I like. I do like the whole concept of like automation, you know, semi-automated manner. It's fun for me, you know, to do it. Now, would I personally like say, hey, yeah, get this game? No, I wouldn't. Not at this point in time. There's so. That's the problem with indie games, right? Because they release a game, right? And I'm dissing indie games at this point. But this is actually the whole industry on a whole, right? This is not just indie games. This is a AAA games as well, right? They put out like half-finished products, and it pisses everyone off. And then they start patching the product, right? But you already lost like everybody who played through the game with all your piss poor stuff, and nobody wants to play through it again. You know, it's done. The game's done. Like, I remember there was one game, what is it called? Volcanoids, right? So, with Volcanoids, it was actually a pretty cool steampunk game. It was, like, very early on in my career that I actually played it, really enjoyed it, and, I beat the game, right? With all, like, the basic stuff and everything. And then they started putting out some more stuff for it, and I'm like, why are you... And now, this was years ago. It was, hello, Rimsley. Yeah, it's it's very, and like it was, sorry, I lost track. And with Volcanoids, they put out better guns and everything. I'm like, dude, your game is done. You know, everybody who owned the game, they already beat it. It's done. It's over with. Like, stop producing for it. Move on to the next thing. And they're like, well, we wanted to add some more stuff to the game. And I'm like, what other? And I checked it out. I did check it out again. And I was like, okay, cool. What did you add? And I looked, and it was the same old stuff, and they added like one or two other weapons. So I was just like, yeah, really? No, that is not what I was thinking when you said you added stuff to the game. You know? Like, it's already a little too late to be adding stuff to the base game when you're kind of already done with it, you know? So, we need, this is $1,000. And 50. There you go. I don't give a shit. Take it all. This is the end of the game anyway. There you go. Take it. Don't care. Oh, look at that. Somebody actually wants a sapphire necklace. Okay. I want to take care of this last job because I want to see something here. Is this a sapphire? I don't know if this is... Are these sapphires? I don't know if these are sapphires. I'll throw them in the medium box. I don't know. Those are not sapphire necklaces. Okay. Totally useless. Is this a sapphire necklace? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, the sapphire necklace is the small one. I only have one. And this is another thing, too. This is another thing that kind of pissed me off. It's just like, why are you giving me a mission when I only have one of the thing? And I'm not gonna... Okay, I gotta get out of this game because I'm getting myself worked up. Sorry, Remy Slay. So, because it's ridiculous at this point. So many people are actually played the game and already beat the game, right? And we can kind of see that through the achievements alone. Like, we can see, look how many people have already done pretty much every single thing here. 97.7% have created proper strap money pack like a real pro, or investment, send your first deposit to the piggy bank. Like, look at how many people already did this. This is not like, this is saying so much, saying that, hey, look, your game is done when everybody has done every single achievement here. You know? Like, it's absolutely ridiculous, you know? And now, like, after the game is done, like, everybody's done playing it and everything, they finally come out with a roadmap. Where is my roadmap here? Right here? Roadmap. This was just brought to us on the 29th, as you can see here. May 29th, Thursday, May 29th. So this was just last week, right? And this is the roadmap, right? Marked money sorting machine. They should have had that at the beginning. New speakers with ambient music. I don't know who's asking for an ambient a speaker with ambient music. I have not bought any of that crap. Yen currency sorting machine. The XXL does that already. Why would I need a separate machine to do that? Right? Now, granted, yes, it would be nice so I can do the marked bills. Oh, hello! I heard that. That was in my ear. Remy Slide, thank you for following. The yen currency. See, the only thing that I want to see with the currency machines, right? I want to see the base currency sorting machine for both the euro, the yen, and for the dollar. Reason being is so that I could have packed up all the counterfeit and all the marked bills into their own packs. Because whenever we got those missions for counterfeit and marked bills, usually they did not care which bill they got, as long as they got one of the two. Would have been great if we had that in the beginning. I don't know or the reason why they wanted a yen currency sorting machine. Otherwise, other than the base medium or the XXL. So, controller support. I don't know who's using a controller, but yeah. Collectible is framed for marked money. We already have a collectible thing for marked money. We don't need it. New language, Portuguese and Polish. That's fine. Obviously, you're expanding your market. New cosmetic sets. I'm not one for cosmetics unless it's a game that I really love, like Assassin's Creed. That's when I like buy a lot of cosmetic stuff. Um, then look, large washing machine that can also clean bags. I don't care. A lot of the missions that I got, they just requested boxes, and if I needed a bag, I wasn't hurting for money for a bag. Like, why? Don't care. Cleaning, inking, marked money with chemicals. Would have loved to have that when you unlocked that upper portion when you had those industrial laundry machines, and not for the base laundry machines. Would have loved that. Right, because they already have the large washing machines in the game. Large industrial washing machines in the game. They're props. All they have to do was make that like workable, usable. Coins mechanics. I only had maybe 2-3 missions that actually was asking for coins. And I had like 10, 20 piggy banks full of coins. Worthless. Coin sorting machine. Why? I don't need a coin sorting machine if you're just asking for general coins. And even the scanner can't even pick up the coins when you put it into the box. Unbounding packs without a knife. Why? Using the knife is fine for unbounding packs. Everybody puts it in the washing machine anyway. So that's a like useless point here. New quest type, storage. What? Sticky notes for organizing and maintaining order. Okay, I can see that. Granted, New currency. British pounds. Game is already done. Don't add another currency. Pointless. British pounds, bills, sorting machine. Pointless. Game's already done. 100%. All the people that have played this game have played it and they're done. Maybe they're just still continuing to just, do it to just have fun with it, right? Chill like I should try to do. So I get it, but again, kind of pointless now, especially for people who just want to play it, listen to the storyline, which I really didn't listen to. Kind of got what the storyline was all about at the end. Finally, it kind of everything clicks together. More types of bags. We don't need more types of bags. Honestly, we don't. We needed more missions that wanted a variety of bags. I think I had one mission that wanted a mattress, right? Very few missions that wanted a pallet. Maybe one mission that wanted a crate or something, and the rest it was just relatively boxes or just any random thing. Secret inside a box update. Don't know what that means. Bottle caps, collectibles. I don't really care. New interior objects. Don't care. Major feature. Don't care. More currencies. Really don't care. New interior objects. Again, don't care. I guess, again, if you're playing like a full... If you're just constantly like picking this game up to play, right? I can get it. I got it. But I don't see my worth in it. It's a fun game. I'm not trying to say, oh, this is terrible. It's a fun game. It's intended to be a chill game. But since this is not really an automated game. This is a sim game, right? So a lot of things you're gonna do, it's all simulator. Basically, you're gonna sit there, you're gonna be organizing, you're gonna be sorting things out and everything. And there is semi-automation, but you're still doing a large portion of it, right? So, is it fun? Yeah, if you kind of want to sit and chill, it does turn out to be fun, because you kind of get in groove, you know, with moving things around, just kind of keeping it organized and everything. In fact, a lot of the portion that I had in regards to streaming this or even like recording some of this, I even like did my own playthrough a bit. A bit of the playthrough. I just kind of chilled out, you know. I just listened to an audiobook or watched some YouTube, had the YouTube playing in the background, and just played the game. Um, so yeah, so it's a cool game. But would I really recommend it for those who are like are really hardcore automation people? I kind of like to do things automated. In fact, that's what I'm doing on Schedule 1. In fact, I'll pull this up real quick. Because we will be doing Schedule 1 on this channel. So. We're just going to boot up Schedule 1. God, that's loud. Okay. So, as you guys can see here, this is actually my Schedule 1 layout, and which we will be doing more of on live streams because there's a lot I want to take care of here, right? Such as moving stuff around and everything. We're going to be cutting this stream to end soon. But as you can see here, if we open up this door, right, we got a guy taking care of our plants, right? We got... Well, thank you for tuning in and following me. I hope you drop by tomorrow as well, and also Wednesday. So we usually try to get on around 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But you see, we got somebody cleaning up. We got a guy. He's doing all the flowers. We got this lovely lady over here. She's packaging everything. If we go out here, this guy actually moves some stuff around. This lovely lady here, she mixes some stuff for us. This is pretty much fully automated. The only thing I'm really having to do is basically mixing the meth by itself. I know, right? At the oregano farm and also the math crystals here, right? So, but yeah. So, like, this is what I'm talking about, like, automation, right? I'm a type of guy that I like to do a bit of the base game, then move into, like, an automated feature. And honestly, one of the things I want to do, you know what? I'm going to take care of that now while we're still on stream, because next week we will be picking this up for Wednesday nights. Not Wednesday nights, Monday nights, right? We are going to make, we're going to separate the math and also the oregano farm, right? So that we can get even more space and more things produced, right? And I think what we're going to do is that there was a storage unit over there that I could buy. So I got to go this way. There we go. Abrupt stop. Alright, so the storage unit is $5,000, and we might be able to afford both. I would like to own a property. $5,000 insufficient. Okay, so I need to deposit a lot of money in here. Hello, sorry, not leaving. Which I can't. I can't do. Yeah, damn it. Dang it! Alright, so yeah, my thing, I think next week, so I might actually have to have this running for a bit because today is Sunday and I already maxed out the $10,000 that we can keep in there. Well, as long as we can continue money laundering, should be able to get it up there. But yeah, it's let's see. I just want to make sure we're actually moving stuff here. we go. But yeah, my thing is I really want to separate them. And I think I'm going to move the math. Well, I'm going to work on this. I'm going to move the math into here. Right? So, which I believe is this huge storage area here. And then I think we could do up to 3 personnel there. Because honestly, this place over here, right? Can't do much with it. It's pretty much like max. You know, we can't do anything with this over here. This is our, like, pretty much starter home there. And the motel, we can't do much in there as well. So it's just like, I got the cash. I got enough cash. Maybe I should invest in a business first so I can get some more cash in there. I don't know. Oh, look, we got a delivery. What do we got? A lot of cuke. Ooh. Some other stuff, too. Okay. That's some special sauce. But yeah, I think next week we will be doing this. So I love how they just park on one another. Now, see, I'm kind of getting into this game. See, this is the only thing I really want to do. You know, I just want to pretty much automate everything and kind of get stuff out of my hair and out of my way and not having to deal with it. So, that's all I want. You know what this is? Yeah, it's special horse stuff. It's made of horse. Well, I really should. I gotta wrap it up anyway. So, but yeah, you can see. It's just this is what I want. You know, I'm all about automation. In fact, like even when I was playing years ago, I was played all types of building games and everything. I was more concerned about getting into automation and getting things like working without me having to be there. So. Anywho. Alright. And I think that's it. I think that's it for now. I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight here on Command Wolf Gaming. Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream tonight. Did you guys know on YouTube about 10% of you are actually subscribed to the channel? That's right, about 10% of you are actually subscribed to the channel. So to make sure, hit that big red subscribe button down below and hit that bell notification button to be notified on when I'm updating the channel. Because I will be trying to update the channel as often as possible. Fat stink. That is not great. I think I did the wrong combination. I'm just gonna call it that. Fine. We'll end up getting rid of that. Wait, I had it. Now, if you do want to help out the channel, we got a couple different methods for those who are interested down below. So one of the methods is actually go into my Etsy. Hold on. Gotta save. Now I can quit. One of the methods is actually go into my Etsy store. In fact, we can go on here and we can go to here. Bada-boop. Right. So it's wolfwoodandlaser.etsy.com. It'll bring you directly to here. And we have a whole bunch of different things from wooden bowls, cutting boards, to laser cut items, to lighters and all this other stuff. You can, again, if you're on Twitch, I got to create a link for it on Twitch. But we got a whole bunch of different things that you can buy for yourself, get personalized for your friends, family, at greatest enemy, whatever. So, yeah, this does help out the channel when you buy these things, and we get it shipped out pretty much the next day. or you can actually go to my regular merch store, which I don't have a link to over here, but the link is definitely provided down below in the description section, or in Twitch. There's a separate link for that for those who are interested, or we have a tip jar or a tip link. I gotta get rid of that. Why do I keep having the Discord thing? Because I don't have the Discord anymore. Huh. Interesting. That is good to know. I'm gonna have to go back and fix that. Or you can actually go to, if you guys are a fan of audiobooks. I don't know if you are Remy Slay, but if you go on Audible right now, right? First of all, they are running a sale. Get 3 months. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. I got a notification that there was a sale going on, and if you look for Michael L. Canis, right? You will see that these two right here, MRI, which is actually 55% off, is available. And also Lovers of Dark Humor, which is also 55% off, and it'll be for the next week. I also have another one. Where's Wolf? Where is it? I think it was just called Canvas of Fate. Canvas of Fate by me as well, which is also 55% off, for those who are interested in actually picking up an audiobook. Now, I am going to tell you that Canvas of Fate and also MRI are actually incredibly short stories for those who are interested. So if you want to get that, that is fantastic. Lovers of Dark Humor is actually a relatively long story. It gets kind of screwbally. I am going to fully admit to that, right? But it was an interesting story to kind of like read. So if you guys want to see, listen to some interesting stories with me narrating, make sure to check it out. So I can't believe they're doing a 55% off sale. Anywho, guys, I'm gonna thank you all for tuning in today, tonight. I hope you guys tune in tomorrow. That's right, tomorrow on Tuesday night. Well, again, we will be streaming. I'm not sure if we're going to be streaming with the boys or not. I know my boy Sin, he is doing something with his schedule, so he's doing something with his schedule because he's got a new job. So we don't know what's going on with him yet, so we'll let you know. But I'm going to try to rope in my boy Rambo to play a game. In fact, it was a game that just came up called like Split Fiction, right? Yeah, no, we really do. So, but yeah, I want to see if I can rope Rambo into playing this game with me, Split Fiction. So I think I actually gonna buy the game, and then he can just do the friends pass. I have no idea how this works. So, but yeah. So I want to see if I can rope him into that, or try to rope somebody into that. So, because I'm interested in playing this. If not, we'll figure something else out. We obviously got blueprints that we could play because we haven't finished that one. I actually haven't seen anybody finish it. I've seen people finish Cache Cleaner Simulator, but not blueprints. So I'm sure there's somebody who has finished it already, but it's not anybody that I know. So, anywho, you all have a nice night. Thank you all for tuning in. I very much appreciate for all of you for dropping in. Again, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday nights are our typical streaming nights. Monday and Tuesday we stream to all of our platforms. That is Rumble, Twitch, YouTube, and also Twitter. Then on Wednesday night we do the exclusive Wednesday night stream for Rumble and Twitch, which I think I'm going to be doing my VR during that night specifically, because originally I was trying to do it Saturdays, but that really wasn't working out. So yeah, if you guys want to tune in, make sure to follow me, subscribe, You know, especially if you want to get like notifications and everything a week ahead of time, and if you're watching my stuff afterwards, right? Make sure you gotta follow me on Rumble and Odyssey. All right. Well, all of you have a nice night. Thank you, Dejur, and thank you, what was it called, Remy Slay, for tuning in tonight. I very much appreciate it. You all have a nice night. Bye bye.